With Rae Lashea. I'm Rae Lashea. I'm your host. I'm so thrilled to be here on this Monday, January 10th, 2022. I have a fantastic guest joining me today, DJ Qwess, coming out of Los Angeles, California, but as a national and even international DJ, promoter, producer. So before my guest joins me, please note that we are here every Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And definitely when you have a chance, please check out my website at www.lessproblemsmoremiracles.com. That's lessproblemsmoremiracles.com. Put your email address in for the free PDF Miracle Makers Roadmap. And check out the books that I have there, that I have written. You Are a Star for Children, Black Geisha for Adults, and 52 Weeks of Miracles, the Spiritual Growth and Personal Development Journal. So I hope everyone is staying safe and warm and safe, wherever you are. Let me see if I can find my guest for today, Mr. DJ Qwess. Okay, we're still waiting for him. Thank you all for joining me today for Miracle Mondays with Rae Lashea. Please go to YouTube and subscribe to the Rae Lashea page. There's so many different reasons that we have to build our subscribers list, but also you can also find archived Miracle Monday episodes there, as well as anything that we may be working on in terms of films. We have the short film Philly up there, worked on by myself and SX Studios, which has joined us in the audience there. So please check that out. It's a short film and it has kids and horses and it's just delightful. So subscribe please to the Rae Lashea YouTube channel. Now, let me check on my guest. Try that again. DJ. I am having a hard time finding him. I might have to come out of here and message him directly. Please give me a second. That's the only thing about this. I am not technically savvy, not in the least bit. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I sent him a message, so hopefully he will join us shortly. Hello, Azaria. Azaria was the child actress and young and upcoming star of Philly, and she has said hello. So hello to you too. I really, if you haven't seen Philly, please check it out. It's only about 8 minutes. It's a short film, and it's a really great story of an angel in heaven who wants to become a human and petitions God to do so. and gives her reasons. And so God, of course, has a plan, and therefore gives her her wish, kind of. If you'll please help me welcome a DJ called Qwess, Mr. Qwess Coast.
I should be sitting down. But I'm just coming out of a meeting, y'all. And I'm about to get in my car, and I'll be quiet in like 2 seconds. But how you doing today, Ray?
I'm so good. It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining me.
You know, I'm so grateful to be here with you. I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been?
I know. I'm wonderful. I'm in and out of LA sometimes, but you're busy and you're all over the place. You're all over the country,
Yeah, yeah, it's
taking
true.
big meetings.
I'm actually just coming out of a really good meeting. I'm here in Los Angeles today, and yeah, it's just a lot of good things going on. So I'm grateful and just happy right now, and just working hard.
Yeah, and as for as long as I've known you, you've always worked hard on yourself and your craft. And they say everyone has their time, and even though I feel like you've always been successful, but this might be an even better prime time for you right now.
Yeah, by the grace of God, it is definitely getting more busy, and there are a lot of great things that are on the horizon and that are happening. And so, it just makes me lean more into my humility and my gratefulness and gratitude, because I have been working a long time, but I'm still young, so it's like, hey, you said everybody has a time, and you're right. I feel like this, we say it every year, like, oh, this is gonna be my year, and I didn't say any of that this year. I just really feel like keep doing what you've been doing, because it's working, and,
Right.
and and you're growing, and I'm just grateful.
So if you would please let the people know who you are and what you do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you. Well, my name is DJ Qwess Coast, and I do whatever it takes. I'm a DJ and music producer, live event producer, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I have several ventures underway right now. One being a new bar and restaurant and lounge in the city of Inglewood, called the Nile Bar and Restaurant, and we're Black owned bar and lounge, food and drink, and fully licensed. And we just really opening our doors. Excuse me, I'm just getting in the car, so it's gonna be a couple beeps in a minute. But
Okay.
also run a production company. It's called Elevate Culture Presents, and we are a premier live event agency. We focus on fine art festivals and concerts and community. We produced the West Adams Block Party from 2017 to 2019, 18, and 19. In 3 years, we grew it from 2,500 people to over 10,000 people. And it just kind of started cracking from there in the festival game. Consulted and was instrumental in the Obama Street Naming Festival here in Los Angeles, where we renamed the street Rodeo Road, which I was always controversial because, in the neighborhood is rodeo, but in Beverly Hills it's rodeo, we renamed Rodeo Road into Obama and Obama Boulevard, and we created a festival, and that was beautiful to do that, because my grandmother still lives in the J's, as we call it. You know what I'm saying? And so that was a beautiful thing. And then also was instrumental in the planning committee for the Juneteenth Commemoration Festival, Lamert Park Rising And hey, how you doing? Sincerious love, pieces. In the Lamert Park area for Juneteenth, we created, a wonderful day of celebration and commemoration for our great culture and contributions that we've offered America. And that's a serious passion project. I've always really loved doing festivals and large events. I had an opportunity to tour with like legendary hip hop artists Nas and Damian Marley and the Marley family, and among a number of other artists. So I got to see what the festival game looks like, right? And I realized that these events are massive. These events are amazing, man. I'm like, wow, these people are generating, like, it's like a mini city, It's like, wow, this is just a crazy experience. And I fell in love with it, and I was like, I want to do this at home. I want to bring this back to my neighborhood. And I was told, murmurs, like, you can't do these type of events south of the 10. You can't do these type of events, and you can't do that over here, And I was like, well, why not? Like, I don't understand why you say that. Like, what's your barrier? Because I see opportunity for us to do it, And I'm just glad that I believed in what I saw. And now, this past Juneteenth celebration or commemoration, it's important. The elders always remind me, say commemoration, because we're commemorating what we've been through and what we come through. And it's not just a celebration. But we hosted about 30 to 50,000 people in the heart of Los Angeles. We generated, the vendors alone generated over $500,000, just in, their sales to the community. So that's not money in my pocket. That's not money in my committee's pocket. That's money in the community's pocket. In one day, we squatted up, we both joined up, but we made a half a ticket one day. Tell a friend about it, and so I'm just, that's the festival side, the DJ side. I'm still DJing. I'm the official DJ for the Premier Boxing Champions on Fox and Showtime, as well as I'm a new cannabis entrepreneur. I've been really heavy in the social equity game. Social equity is an attempt from the government to right the wrongs of the past, of the failed war on drugs. And, I was arrested for cannabis back in the day. And it was something that I hid from and didn't want people to know about because it was embarrassing. And it put barriers up in front of me and forced me to be a hustler. I couldn't go get certain jobs because I had this criminal background. And right. So from that, that turned into an opportunity and a golden ticket to enter the cannabis industry here in the city of Los Angeles. And I thought, ooh, the green rush, I'm rich. And it didn't go like that. It turned me into a grassroots lobbyist where I had to start communicating with our civic leaders and our elected officials on the policies that affected our very community. As we're saying, this is the new reparations and this is a solution for the war on drugs. I'm not seeing that in turn into the industry because the industry is still 96% white men. It's right. Not women. It's not veterans. It's not Black and brown folks who have been, traumatized, and families have been ravished by this failed war on drugs that, and just in my family alone, we've spent a combined total, an aggregate total of over 50 years in prison, and there is no checks that come with you when you get released. You just did 20. That's it. Welcome to the new world.
Right. And not to mention what the aggregate financial burden that comes with court fees, lawyer fees, and all of that, and the lack of earning power after that.
Imagine when you take a father or a mother out of the family, that family is now being attacked internally. It's like an autoimmune disease because without the mother there, you're missing valuable resources that mother pumps into that family, the same as the father being there. And so when you take parents out of the home, that has a residual effect on the children. That has a residual effect on the grandparents, on the aunts and the uncles, because now the village has to step up. And if it doesn't, that has a residual effect on the community, because now crime and poverty is going to go up and swing, so everything is a domino effect. So when you talk about the failed war on drugs, it's not just a bunch of gangsters and killers who went to jail. It's families that got just brutalized, communities
Right.
that were ravaged. And now we're going to fix this. We need real equity. We need real ownership. And so I found myself at the center of that conversation, being a licensee for a retail dispensary here in the same city that I produce these festivals in. And I was like, wow, okay, yeah, I have an opportunity to go make some money, but there's a bigger thing at play here. I got some bigger work that I need to really focus on and make sure that I'm preparing myself for the next wave of entrepreneurs that come behind me in social equity.
Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, you thought you were just going to hear from a DJ, and you found out that he's a civic activist and a internationally renowned producer, and a father. Let me say that the last time I saw you was in 2018 at the West Adams event that you were DJing, and your daughter was on stage DJing.
Yep. She's a 12-year-old DJ. Man, woo, don't try to choke me up. Hey, my daughter, I'm so proud of my baby right now. She is so amazing, and she's passionate about what she wants to do. And I'm just grateful to cultivate it and to be able to, cultivate that and help her grow into who she wants to be. She likes what her father does, and I see myself in her. And she's better at 12 years old than I was at 12. So I have to get out of the way.
I mean, she's a performer. She's not just a DJ or a mixologist. She was performing up there. Yes. So let me back it up a little bit, because I knew you, and as a matter of fact, for those of you who don't know, DJ Qwess Coast helped me produce the CD that went with Black Geisha.
Hello.
Back in 2010, I believe. So, and that was an amazing project to work with you and collab with you on. And you also DJ'd around the city and worked gigs and stuff. At that time, when you were in Maverick Flats or at where is that other place right there? So Melodies. Did you know you were going to end up on nationwide television with the boxing?
No, I didn't see it then. I definitely didn't see it then. I've always was not afraid to dream, and I had parents that supported those aspirations, and so I'm grateful that I just leaned into something that I loved so much. I was passionate about, and it's one thing that, our dear brother Nipsey Hussle would say in one particular interview. He was like, the only thing that is different from him than probably some of the other folks with him going on his journey was that he didn't give up. He just didn't stop. He went through every emotion possible, associated with trying to be an entrepreneur and moving into that business acumen. And I feel like I relate to him so much on that, because that's the only thing, like, when you're a independent business owner, like, an entrepreneur, however you want to say it, self-employed. A lot of us just self-employed, think we got businesses, but we just created a job for ourselves. And oftentimes, if you're a DJ, you could do that really easy. You could create yourself and be like a self-employed of your own business. And it's not really a business, because you ain't paying nobody else. All the money coming in is your money in your pocket. It's not really a business. And so I had to learn the hard way of, like, because I would generate good money as a DJ, but I'm basically a dope boy, because I ain't claiming my, you know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, I figured out how to, like, turn that around now, but I didn't see that I would have this, because the truth and honesty is as a DJ in that position, you don't know sometimes where your next gig is. I might fulfill my calendar and be like, shit, I don't have a gig lined up for another 3 weeks, What the fuck
Right.
I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? And you got to work through that 3 weeks and budget properly and make sure that you can take care of your family and your bills and hold on. And then all of a sudden, hey, Qwess, can you such and such? And that's what that shit was like. So it was an emotional roller coaster. I didn't know if I was gonna eat or not. And people like, man, man, congratulations, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy to see what you're doing. Like, I'm glad I don't look like what I'm going through. Shit.
Right. They just don't know. And this is welcome everybody to Miracle Mondays with Rae Lashea. Thank you for being here. I'm your host, Rae Lashea, here every Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And what we do each week is bring on an entrepreneur or somebody who's in a career field or profession that's not very common. And you're both of them, really. And we get a lot of jewels and information from entrepreneurs because it is a roller coaster emotionally, financially, physically, sometimes where, we don't know when that next client gig, appointment is going to be. And what are we going to do? What was I going to ask you? Oh, what advice would you give to somebody who wants to become a DJ? And then also DJs who need to turn themselves into a business rather than just a self-employed individual.
Um, I would first, it's so many things that you can do, right? It's no one size fits all for a DJ because there's so many different types of DJs, right? I mean, some people will consider Steve Harvey a DJ, right? He's on the radio. I mean, he's playing music, right? So there's a lot of different types of DJs. So I would kind of like first associate yourself with the type of DJing that you want to do. And then I'm not saying like what kind of music you want to play. That can have something to do with it, but you're gonna have to kind of, you know, be open when it comes to music if you're a mobile DJ, right? Because every event is going to require something different, right? But you could be a radio DJ, you could be more of a mixtape DJ, you could be more of a producer DJ. That's kind of more so like you can work the equipment, but you are actually just producing music and making remixes and different things of that nature. You could be, underground hood DJ where you just going around doing house parties and whatever parties you could get or whatnot. You could be a corporate DJ that focuses on doing corporate events and a little bit more polished events, if you will. There's a number of different ways you could go with it. And yes, they all are very, very different. They're not the same. You could probably get away with different things at the house party that you'll never be able to get away with being a corporate DJ, right? And so that's kind of one step to think about. Be willing to invest in your library. Your actual catalog is going to be groundbreaking. Like you have to really love music. Don't DJ if you're not really like, if you don't really love music. I would say try to figure out something else to do. Maybe be the promoter or something. Because a lot of popular people become DJs because it's like it's trendy or whatnot. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, but really, really love music so you can understand catalog, and you got to start understanding the theory of music because now a DJ is really a musician. So don't front on yourself and front on the craft because DJing is just another form of instrumentation if you're doing it at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? And so those are two. And then the third component would be the business aspect of it, right? I will say that you want to make sure that you go get you a LLC, a DBA, a corporation, and understand the principles of business. Build yourself up. Big Snoop Dogg is in the house. What's up, homie? How you doing, man? So good to hear you in here. You want to make sure that you got your business acumen together because that's so important as a DJ. If you don't have your business acumen together, you basically like a trap star, and you're wasting good tax incentives. You're wasting your ability to create your own business and be able to put yourself in financial positions. And a lot of DJs don't do that. They don't have insurance. They don't have the permits. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm good, bro. I'm just happy that you in here, man. We just chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? Man, and so those are like three things that I would say that DJs could think about from the start. You feel me?
So the last question I'll ask you, and it's coming from one of our audience members, Gabriella of the Square. How do you organize your days with so many projects happening at once and being a dad?
Well, my morning routine, I get up early. I'm up at like 5, 6 a.m. every day. You know what I'm saying? And time management is key. It's something that I'm learning. It's something that, yo, it's burning because if you don't have good time management, whoo, it's going
Wait a second, we're losing
up
you. You're
early.
buffering,
Can you hear me? Because
buffering,
I see
whatever.
the circle of death. Can you hear me?
Yep, you're back.
All right, for
Good time
sure.
management.
Yeah, great time management. You know what I'm saying? You got to have trusted individuals around, and you got to have good respect for those people and the people that you're working with. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna build a business, you I had to learn the art of delegation and not building everything around me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm only one person, and I do want to have time with my family. Hell, I'm working this hard so I can spend more time with my family. You feel
Right.
me? Like I ain't working this hard to go to work some more. You feel me? I'm trying to buy back my time. So I would say, like, in a real way, that find you some people that you trust and that you respect, and it's mutual, and you don't have to micromanage those people,
Right.
right? And that
Building that
helps me.
team.
Yeah, that helps me balance this. It's not just about me, you know.
Um, well, this is for my personal knowledge. What kind of food do you serve at the Nile? And can I have my next event there?
Yeah, you got to pull up. So the Nile Bar and Restaurant, 207 South Market Street, right on the corner of Manchester and Market Street. It's a premier restaurant and bar, black owned, black operated. We have American food, like kind of tapas style. You know, you come get you some sliders or some real salmon bites, you know, or some shrimp, or some chicken, some good quality fries, whether you want truffle fries or you want the sweet potato fries,
I want them
really,
both.
really nice. We're gonna feature, like, of course, tacos for the Taco Tuesday and Taco and Tequila Tuesday, and then we will be implementing our brunch program, as we get a little further. We literally just opened our doors officially, soft open January. I mean, really December was a soft kind of training. We only had certain folks come through just to make sure we can handle the wave. So it's kind of specialty parties or whatnot. And we just kind of soft open right now. This Wednesday, we open every day from 3 p.m., until some nights will be closed at 12, some will be 2 a.m. But the kitchen will be open at least to midnight, 1 a.m. Every day, and yeah, I'm happy about that one because we a stone's throw from the stadium, and oh, it's lit, baby. Let's go. You're gonna find
I'm,
some of the dopest talent there. We're gonna be featuring comedy, live music, DJs, the whole nine.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy to see how everything is going and flowing for you. Please tell people where they can find you, follow you, book you if they need to.
Absolutely. So my social media is a DJ called Qwess, like a tribe called Qwess, a DJ called Qwess. I spell Qwess Qwess. I'm gonna just type it because everybody always asks. This is like Brandon 101, right? What happens is I created a brand, but I gotta explain it. So, like, anybody that's created a brand from here, try to create a brand where you don't have to tell nobody how to explain it. I mean, how to spell it. Like, you want it to be a complete sentence. Like, yeah, I'm at, just go to target.com. You know how to spell Target, but I got to tell you how to spell Qwess. You know what I'm saying?
But I will put
Not,
it in the description.
there you go. I see Gabriella, will there be an integration of your cannabis biz with your restaurant biz? This particular location, it's a big no, because the legislation says that I can't sell cannabis and alcohol in the same location. So the restaurant biz is, I don't know if you can hear me because it's you can hear
We
me.
hear you.
The rest
Hmm.
the restaurant biz is actually alcohol selling business, more like a Chili's or a district. You know what I'm saying? A GS type of vibe. Where we're licensed for restaurant activity, but for bar activity as well. But I do have, um, uh, I'm not ready to drop the location officially publicly yet, but people that know, you know what I'm saying? I got a new location. My retail dispensary is coming 2022, first quarter, end of this first quarter, the retail dispensary is coming, and yeah, I'm just excited about that. Right now, we don't really have the full licensing capacity to do a cannabis infused like restaurant, like officially, but we will be doing some pop-ups and a lot of events in and around the culture. So there's a lot coming with cannabis, and I'm happy to start talking about it now. I've been going through a lot with this, and so you know, it turned me into a lobbyist. I didn't know I was going to be a lobbyist. I didn't know I was going
Right.
to be an advocate for cannabis or whatnot. But I'm
Because
happy and I'm proud.
there's a lot of red tape for us,
Yeah,
especially there in LA, in getting those cannabis dispensaries open and operating. So, matter of fact, I'll have you back on, and we'll talk only and all about the benefits of cannabis, where you are, how they can, you know, get you, find you, and all that. So, I want to thank you
absolutely.
so much for joining me today. It's been such a pleasure. And
And an honor so much. You know, on the cannabis piece, I'm so excited to have that conversation. Let's do that sooner than later, because my goal into that is to help as many of us Black and brown folks in the industry and get equity, have a position, because this is one of the greatest wealth transfers outside of the crypto and the blockchain world right now. Cannabis is of the greatest wealth transfers for folks who have been ravaged by the war on drugs, and a lot of the times they look like you and I. And so I'm committed. I'm so committed. I'm so grateful for being here. Thank you so much, Rae, for having me.
thank you. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me again next week, Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. I will have another dope, fantastic, and fabulous guest. Please follow me here at Rae Lashea. Also, subscribe to the YouTube Rae Lashea channel. And, visit my website at www.lessproblemsmoremiracles.com. You can check out the books that I have for sale, that I have written, the 52 Weeks of Miracles Miracle Maker course, which is based on the journal. And put your email address in and get the free PDF Miracle Makers Roadmap. Visit the Nile, 207 Market Street. Definitely put it on your calendar for the next Juneteenth commemoration, as well as the West Adams celebration and neighborhood event. Qwess, thank you so much for being here. And everyone, thank you for joining me. Until next week, have a miraculous day.
God willing, you know, and peace and love to everybody who tuned in. Thank you all, and thank you so much, Rae, for having me. I'm grateful.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
peace and love.